Hi guys, we are back. We're going to learn the second verse of Joseph Smith's first prayer. But before we do that, do you think we could redo the first verse? Do you think you remember it? I bet you can. So I'm going to do it with music, and we're going to get started, okay? And then, do you remember how lovely was the morning? Okay? And then we'll stop and we'll start learning the second verse. I'm so excited. Okay, here we go. Oh, how lovely was the morning, radiant beamed the sun above. Bees were humming, sweet birds singing, music ringing through the grove. When within the shady woodland Joseph saw the God of love. When within the shady woodland Joseph saw the God of love. How did you do? I bet you did really good. Are you ready for the second verse? I think you are. Okay, there are some really tricky words, but I think you can do it. So the second verse starts, humbly kneeling, sweet appealing. So guess what? These are our little legs. And guess what we're going to do? We're going to kneel them on our hand, on our palm. So humbly kneeling, sweet. Have you ever tasted something so sweet? Sweet, appealing, because Joseph is ready to say a prayer to Heavenly Father. So humbly kneeling, sweet, appealing. Okay, so you try it. Humbly kneeling, sweet, appealing. Okay, humbly kneeling, sweet, appealing. 'Twas the boy. Who's the boy? Joseph Smith. So we're going to use J. We already know that one. 'Twas the boy's first uttered prayer. So you know what uttered is, right? I mean, like the first, like he's speaking. So this is our speaking. So 'twas the boy's first uttered prayer. So humbly kneeling, sweet, what's appealing? Do you remember? I just had a blank. So humbly kneeling, sweet, appealing. 'Twas the boy's first uttered prayer. Okay, guess what? That is our first half of this part right there. Humbly kneeling, sweet, appealing. And then it goes on to the second part. I'm actually going to hang this up right now because it has two verses on one paper. So I know you can't read the words, but that's okay because I want you to memorize the words as we learn the sign language. So humbly kneeling, sweet, appealing. 'Twas the boy's first uttered prayer. Okay, you got that? Okay, the next line is when the power, do you know what, this is muscles and this is power for sign language. When the power of sin assailing. Can you say sin assailing? That's kind of a tricky word. And it's about sin. And we don't like to sin. So our sign language for sin is going to be like darkness. So you know the light is, you know, with our hands up and happy, our faces are brighter. This one is we have our hands towards our face and we kind of just turn away from, you know, kind of make a face like, oh, you know, darkness. I don't like the dark. So when the power of sin assailing, you know, so we don't want to, you know, have darkness. Filled our soul, this is our soul, with deep despair. We're going to push down the sadness and despair because Joseph Smith, he had an experience where he was so scared and he felt darkness and he felt Satan and he didn't know what to do. So when the power of sin assailing, filled his soul with deep despair. Can you try that with me? Okay, when the powers of sin assailing, are you making that face? Oh, filled his soul with deep despair. Push it all the way down because we don't want that sadness. But I like this next part. But undaunted. So this is undaunted. Still. This is continue, but we're going to use it for still because he trusted. We're going to come up here, make 2 fists, punch them together. So this is a thumbs up with the palm right here for but undaunted. Can you say but undaunted? But undaunted, still he trusted. We're doing it over here because who is he trusting? He's trusting Heavenly Father. That's Heavenly Father for the sign. We haven't learned that one yet, but we will in the next line. But undaunted, still he trusted. So he trusted in his Heavenly Father. So I want you to do, so it's just, you go around once like this, and then it's like, it's up here because Heavenly Father is above us. Heavenly Father's care. Okay? But undaunted, still he trusted in his heavenly Father's care. And guess what? Just like it was in the first verse, they're both the same again. Oh, that makes it so much easier to do. So I know that you guys will have this song memorized in no time. So, but undaunted, he trusted. He trusted in his Heavenly Father's care. He trusted Heavenly Father after all when the power of sin assailing, but undaunted, filled his soul with deep despair, but undaunted, still he trusted. You got to get your 2 fists. I almost forgot. He trusted in his Heavenly Father's care, but undaunted. Then we repeat it 2 times. Then, but undaunted, still he trusted. He trusted in his Heavenly Father's care. Okay? I know this is kind of tricky, but I know you guys can do it because this is a very powerful story about Joseph Smith and saying a prayer to his Heavenly Father. He wanted an answer to know what church to join. He wanted an answer to know if his sins were forgiven. So he humbly kneeling, sweet, appealing, 'twas the boy's first uttered prayer, when the power of sin assailing filled his soul with deep despair. But undaunted, still he trusted in his Heavenly Father's care. But undaunted, still he trusted in his Heavenly Father's care. How did you do? I hope you did pretty good. Do you think we could try it with music? Do you think that I'm going to get some? Just a minute. Okay, I found some music. Oh, that started so fast. So let me get right to it. We'll go right there. Humbly kneeling, sweet appealing, 'twas the boy's first uttered prayer, when the power of sin assailing filled his soul with deep despair. But undaunted, still he trusted in his Heavenly Father's care. But undaunted, still he trusted in his Heavenly Father's care. Good job. You guys can keep repeating that song if you feel like you're not quite getting it. but I know if you keep practicing, it will come. And I'm so happy that you were able to come and join with me today. I hope you have a good week, and I love you so much, and I can't wait till we can meet again. But right now, this is going to be good. So we already finished the second verse. Yes. Okay, we'll see you next time.